Hi Scorpio, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. So I'm going to pull you one card before I shuffle the rest of the deck. One card for Scorpio, please. One card. You got the thinker card, okay? So, thinker card. Doesn't sound like the most exciting card, Scorpio, but it always speaks of a very, very reflective time. A lot of consideration, a lot of inquiry, an awful lot of depth. But let me find out more what this thinker card is about. Remember, we're going to move into your season, end of the month, which means your sun's going to be in the 12th house. The 12th house is hidden. So we don't always feel that we're seen as much. It's much more of a reclusive 12th house, which is the house of the all, whatever you want to call that. Sometimes if I call it a certain word, people get really angry. Source, yeah. It's always a very reflective time, and then we burst forward when it's our sun season. Okay. One more shuffle, one more split. Come on, God, give me clear-cut guidance for Scorpio. Oh my God, 4 of Cups behind you. 9 of Cups, Swords is the gift. Challenge, 6 of Cups. The Empress showing up in your relationship. Sorry, I just have a laugh at that Emperor. It can be Aries, or it can be someone. The Empress got loads of qualities, okay? And not always the card of emotional flow, though. Can be quite a stiff card. And the 6 of Cups is a challenge, which is about the flow of emotions between two people. The Devil underneath the 9 of Swords. Don't worry. Oh, you got the beautiful Empress as the outcome. What is in that? So 9 of Swords is the gift. So because it's the gift, it means the anxiety is beginning to stop. Or sometimes fear can be repeating messages in our head. An example, that tends to be more intuition. You know, when we feel that we're guided down a certain direction. So fear isn't automatically a negative, so I need to clarify it. Tell me why the gift is the 9 of Swords, please. High Priestess. So the High Priestess is about guidance. She's the oracle. She's the knower. She keeps the knowledge of everything, the High Priestess. So either you're no longer listening to the voice of your head, but you're connecting with the energy of the High Priestess, which is much more the higher knowledge, the oracle, okay? Or something is trying to tell you something. Yeah. So this something can be, so really when it comes down to it, Scorpio, there's no good and bad emotions. Even guilt sometimes can have a very important message to us if we learn to listen to it. There's some sort of guidance happening to you, and it's the gift. Underneath it is the Emperor card. It's the card of Capricorn. So what's this about, please? This might be a person. Okay, the King of Cups. What is going on here? I'm going to start from the beginning. So behind you is the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups is about having an offer, but no one's picking it up. It's a card of inertia, but the fact that your sun's in the 12th house is you're not going to feel very, very dynamic when it's the 12th house, because it's an ending house, the 12th house. So sometimes when a planet goes into it, we're getting ready to birth our solar return. So we conclude the stories of the year. We try and, what was our strengths? What lessons did we learn? In order to birth, because the solar return is our proper Happy New Year. So that's the purpose of a 12th house transit. Reflect, think. And because of that is your advice, there's a lot of head stuff going on. Now, I'm not getting that it's all bad. In fact, some of you, it might be about some sort of relationship here. That's a very interesting combination of cards here. Because the Devil, if this is a relationship, it can be an incredibly powerful attraction. It can be Capricorn, okay? Or it can be the Lover's card that's turned itself upside down. So maybe a relationship dynamic for some of you has got a little bit disarrayed. Is that a word? Derailed? Gone wrong? Turned upside down? Because the Emperor is other people's energies, can be a very, very stiff energy. It's really probably, I do a lot of relationship readings, and when the Emperor card turns up, I always see the Emperor as quite a blocking energy. So to love another person, there needs to be a flow between two people, doesn't there? The Emperor goes out and builds a house, but he doesn't let his guard down, because look at the challenge. 6 of Cups is two people sharing. This is very, very deep sharing, and it's sharing that goes beyond words. It's that heart to heart reconnection and love card. But the Devil, the King of Cups, to me would speak to me that there's, for some of you, there's a relationship dynamic here. It's not that I don't, it's not that, for some of you, it's gone, the Lovers, the Devil is the Lovers turned back to front. For some of you, yeah, I think something's got a bit stuck here. Let me jump. The outcome is the Empress card, which is about love, 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 okay? She's beautiful, love, and the Ace of Wands. So the Empress is your opposite sign, obviously Taurus, sensuality, love you can touch and see and you can feel. With the Ace of Wands, it's one hell of a passion, a lot of attraction. For some of you, if this is not love, it's about beautification. So enjoying the senses, pampering yourself, self-care, because remember, you're getting ready to birth a new solar return. So anytime you get ready to birth something, we're always in a, what's the right word? A pause. So that can either be a sacred pause or it can be a nightmare, depending on how you understand cycles. And since Scorpio rules cycles, you should probably understand that your life tends to go in life, death, life. Sometimes you're back and sometimes you're forward. This is a lot of love and a lot of passion. And it's not actually coming together with the 6 of Cups. It's more to do with beautifying yourself, getting ready for a brand new start with the Ace of Wands. There's something going on in a relationship dynamic. Look at these 3 cards. So I call both of these cards, I feel I'm doing a love reading, by the way, and I can't help what I get. Actually, your Vimeo link will be underneath, just in case you want to check it out. There are definitely a little bit of blocking energies when it comes to relationships, okay? For some of you, you are really receiving an awful lot of downloading messages, and even if it comes across as fear, befriending fear and creating a dialogue with it tends to dissipate it, okay? Or you're just no longer feeling this fear. You've moved from a state of fear to faith, because the High Priestess is a very surrendered energy, very yin, very deeply, deeply feminine. So maybe the gift is no longer fearing, but looking after your own soul connection. Very interesting dynamics in your relationship, Scorpio. Can you give Scorpio another message for their relationships? So the King of Cups doesn't always have to be a water sign, remember? Because it's cups. We're talking about emotions. One more card for this relationship dynamic. If it's a relationship dynamic. You got it twice, the Page of Cups. The Page for the King. It's a little bit of a mix mash of energy here. I almost want to do something, Scorpio. I'm cheating a little bit because I should treat everyone exactly the same. It's just, that just blew my head open, by the way. I'm just like, what is going on? And a king and a page is like, what? What on earth? And I don't want you to, and it's not gender specific, but if you're the king and the other person's this emperor offering a cup, do I want my lovely viewers to... What's the connecting card for Scorpio and their relationships, please? Okay, you get wish fulfillment. But you are the Ten of Wands. Oh gosh, guys. And who's the other person? One card. Nine of Wands. The Emperor. That is the Emperor. Same energy. Someone who's not letting down their guard. You're getting one up here, so you're ready to let this go and complete something. But wish fulfillment is the central card. Oh my gosh, what on earth have you got going on with it, with the Empress, which is love, love, love. Now, I don't think I've ever been as intrigued by a relationship reading in my life. I'm not remotely worried about you, because you're putting down these 10 and going to an ace, which means you're starting a brand new, that 9 of Wands, my battle-weary soldier, someone not willing to put down their guard. Is something going to change this week though? Because it finds it really hard to understand why you've got this beautiful energy between you, but this guarding energy. Anyhow, Scorpio, I'm totally perplexed. I'm sort of not. It's almost a flow of love that someone's not letting it in. But you're about to go, okay, and build on your ace. It's one hell of a love though. Deep breath, Scorpio, okay? I'm sorry that I can't give you any more clear guidance for this. Your Vimeo link is underneath and it gives you additional guidance. Lots of love, guys. And thank you. I want to say thank you for everyone who supports me. Sometimes I forget to thank you. Lots of love. Wouldn't exist without you. Bye.